Folks, thank you for joining us for this WPSL game between FC Surge and Cape Coral Cyclones. Pre-match formalities are done. We're going to get underway here very shortly. FC Surge coming off a 7-2 loss to FC Prime in their first game. So the wounded animal is here for Cape Coral Cyclones to poke. And I think it's going to be a good game. I think both these teams will probably think they can get something out of this game, and we will see. Beautiful day down here, as it often is, but we sometimes do get the weather delay. I think we're going to avoid that today. It's a wonderful, wonderful day here, sunny, and conditions are pretty perfect. And league play here, if you're not familiar with these teams, for this game in the white jerseys will be Cape Coral, and in the light and dark blue stripes that will be FC Surge. So Surge kicking from right to left as you look at the stream, and the Cyclones the other way from left to right. Referee takes one last look at his watch and he gets us underway. Early chance here for Surge, playing it out to the left-hand side. Medina on the ball, comes back inside. Silver, I think that's Christine Kin. Oh, that's a giveaway, and a chance to go the other way for Cape Coral Cyclones. Sizing up her options here. Defenders are back in position quite nicely, and that one is takes a little deflection and goes all the way back to goalkeeper for FC Surge. Starting goalkeeper today, number 1, Anna Armesto. Well, actually looks like this is going to be a corner kick, so very early on in the game. The Cyclones from the set piece have a chance to get us up and running here. It's a good delivery. And there's a Surge player just doing their defensive duties and getting that one away. And they look to break here down the left-hand side with Sarah Medina. Medina has Silver ahead of her to the left, choosing to cut inside, and goes out to the right-hand side. Not a good direction on that pass, and that's going to be, well, it doesn't even go out for a goal kick. The goalkeeper for the Cyclones goes across. I think it's Adamouche in goal for the Cyclones again. Brady on the ball, but loses out, and the Cyclones into the area. No one following that in. Nice positive play by the number 7 for the Cyclones. That's Michelle Haran. I wonder if that's a third Haran related to the US women's national team Harans. We'll have to find that out at half-time maybe. I'll have a little chat. Surge, here comes Brady again. Not challenged as she approaches the halfway line, comes inside to Shama Silver. Shama Silver on the floor up top, and it's a foot race here, and that's good covering by the Cape Coral defence. Brady with the throw down the line into the area. And a great effort, but couldn't find a shot on target. And the first chance of the game for Surge. A nice little pace at this opening. Couple of little early chances. It's rare that we see a 0-0, a goalless draw in the WPSL. Goal kick for the Cyclones taken short, and they'll choose to play this one out from the back. over to the left-hand side. No way through there, all the way back to the keeper. I think they're going to try and switch the angle, aren't they? Yes. So Medina is onto it like a shot, applying some pressure. Dealt with quite nicely by the Cyclones, but that pressure does tell a little bit, and they do get a throw in here. A little bit of a territorial advantage for Surge. Ball gets thrown in, and the referee blows his whistle. It's going to be a free kick to the home team, FC Surge. They were in the last game against Prime. They were really not at their best, and let a few goals in, and actually stuck to their task and got those 2 goals back. So I think they'll be very keen to get on the board early here today. Chrissy Gratson, number 9, making a pest of herself around the wall. It's going to be Brady to take it. Brady sends it in, looking for the near post, and in the end, nothing comes of that one. Again, the Cyclones, visitors from the west, choosing to play out from the back. Goalkeeper looks confident on the ball, and that's always a good thing for the defenders in front of them, if they're confident always to go back to their goalkeeper. The referee not happy with that one either, and that one's going to be a Cyclones free kick. A little bit over enthusiastic. And it is a beautiful day for a game of soccer, but it is pretty hot, which kind of explains that this isn't 100 miles per hour straight out of the gate. Even with the substitutions, the rolling substitutions that the coaches can make, I think it's still going to be a matter of picking when you want to really put in those sprints. I don't think you want to let your teammates do a lot of running. Great turn by Shamma Silva. Nowhere to go, has to go all the way back. First time forward. And cleared by the number 2, Sophia Cherniak, for here she's again, I think, for the Cyclones. And that one is intercepted by Medina. Medina can't turn, goes backwards, but she can't find a pass either. Haran on the ball and clips that one through. Brady is there covering, chasing it down into number 26. Not on my roster for the Cyclones. I'll try and find that one out later. This time Surge playing it out, short from the back. Trying to make some moves down the right-hand side. That one goes out of play. Oh, Chrissy Grass almost robbed the ball off, I think it was Cherniak again. Great bit of defending, trying to spring the counter-attack. I think that was Roberts on the ball. Nice little 1-2 by the Cyclones. That move breaks down. Here's Christine Kint, the number 10, FC Surge. Safety first by Kint. Back to her defence. April Perry moves it forward to Shamma Silva. Silva turns, got a little bit of room to run here. She slips it in looking for Medina. That was pretty close. Knocking on the door again there, FC Surge. And this is a bit more like the FC Surge we know and love. Here comes Christine Kint, goes outside. Back to Kint, and there's just not enough space down there. Some good marking by the Cyclones. Couldn't really find the room to make a little bit of a run into the area. Trouble the goalkeeper. Throwing for the Cyclones. Some work to do here. Pin back. Deal with that quite nicely. That's Haran is making some nice progress down the middle of the field here. Silva's there to help her out. Perry now on the ball for FC Surge. And again, Perry all the way back. It's Armesto. It's pretty evenly matched. I mean, it's hard to tell from the first few minutes of a game, but you can already see that these two teams are going to have to try to find something a little bit special to get one up on the other. And is this the moment for the Cyclones trying to get through the middle? Experienced defender April Perry is in the way. And now Medina is away down the left-hand side. Medina into the area. Can she find a finish? That's some good goalkeeping. I like that. And they're still working hard for it downfield. Surge here. And look really up for it today. And that's going to be a free kick. If this is your first time watching FC Surge number 3, Sarah Medina, yeah, you got to look out for her on those runs. They love to play the ball into that left-hand channel and get her to run onto it. And she has got pace to burn. And it's going to be a busy afternoon for the right back for the Cyclones. And this wind whipping through Ives Estates Park is going to be a factor in corners like this one, or the free kicks like this one, I beg your pardon. And this one's going to come in from the other side, deep into the area. A couple of Surge players go up, missed it, can't get the header on. And some good defensive work by Brady, and actually she almost plays Gratz in, but the assistant had their flag up for the offside anyway. Dina can't intercept that one, and Brady has some work to do. She's got her hands full with Haran as well. Haran looking very bright in these opening exchanges. Looking for the forward, number 26, not on my roster for the Cyclones. And yeah, it's backwards and forwards. Neither side can really get on top here. It's Haran versus Brady. I think Brady's going to come out on top of this one. Well, actually, the ball's going to roll out as the tri-rail rolls past. Big shout of time from the goalkeeper. And they do have a bit of time here, but Surge are back in position. And that's a misplaced pass. Needs to do better in those positions. The Cyclones will to get anything out of this game today. But it was a nice position to get into. The first change of the game. I think it's number 2 and 22, which makes it easy for me, I think, going off for the Cyclones. Which is Cherniak. And, well, 22 not on my roster as well. Sorry about that. Here's Christine Kint. Can she make something happen here? Number 28 in close attention for the Cyclones. Kint wants to do it all by herself. She was looking to get that ball back. Didn't quite come off. Good pressure over there by Surge. Looking to bypass the midfield sometimes, Cyclones, and that can bring you good rewards, but it does leave you open to some interceptions as well. As we have another throw-in from the visitors. And that's an easy one for Adamouche. Quick distribution, you love to see that from your goalkeeper, bowling it out, trying to get the full back off down the left hand side, and that takes the pace out of the move. But a couple of the Surge players still getting back in position here, and that one goes all the way through. Perry will deal with it, but Perry gives it away. It's all right from the Cyclones, changing the angle of attack here. The two number 3s up against each other, Medina, and the number 3 for the Cyclones is, you guessed it, not on my roster. Apologies. Roughly 15 minutes into this one. No goals as yet. I think it could be a matter of time. It could be one of those games though where it's a mistake or a piece of magic that really opens it up. Kint turns well, moves the ball downfield. Roberts on the ball now. Silva arriving. Gratz is in the middle as well, trying to get it back to Roberts. That doesn't come off. Players go down. The referee says no foul. That's just going to be a throw. And you see that lovely orange bowl field graphic on the pitch here. It is a pretty nice facility here at Ives Estates Park, and the Orange Bowl committee. And a friend of mine who's really into the Canes was telling me that it's it's a big sort of community thing that they do, keeping that Orange Bowl name alive, that old stadium for the Hurricanes. So a little bit of sporting heritage here for us today at Ives Estates Park in Miami, Florida, right on the border between Dade and Broward counties. Of course, Cape Coral over on the other coast. That's my geography lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. Down the right-hand side, Roberts on the ball, looking for Gratz. Gratz does get a shot away, but it's straight down the throat of Adamush. Either side of the keeper might have been in a bit of trouble there. That's a huge kick downfield. Perry deals with it well. And a nice little turn by the number 5, Baldassini, Nicole Baldassini. Brady has to go back, the keeper. And Haran is underneath it, and that's good defensive work by Silva. I love Shama Silva. She does all the work both ways, defensively and offensively, and here she comes over the halfway line. Lovely touch on the soccer ball. I love watching Shama Silva play. But here comes Christine Kin. Slip through for Roberts. Jaden Roberts, and it hits the post. And again, and it's the back of the net. The first goal of the game for FC Surge by Jaden Roberts. Well, there we go, first blood to FC Surge. And even though it wasn't a result to remember for Surge in the first game, it was an impressive step up by Jaden Roberts, because last season she was a bit more of a squad player, and there's been some moves within this roster, and Jaden Roberts, she finds herself as a starter now, and she's underlined her credentials of why that is a good thing, because she's got the first goal of the game here. And what I like about that is the first effort was pretty good, hit the post, and just kept her concentration took home the rebound. So great work by Jaden, and now we'll see if Surge can protect this 1-goal advantage. loose ball. I think it's Leon who deals with that one at the back. Another new starter, Catherine Leon. And Baldacini, I think, down the right-hand side. Flat, low cross. That one's dealt with easily by the Cyclones defence. It's number 7, Haran again for the Cyclones. Played inside. Christine Kink comes up with the ball. 2 players around her. That's a good illustration of sometimes how those simple passes can work. She just went back to her defence, got the ball back, and the pressure had gone. Here's Medina again down the left-hand side. I think she'll definitely keep this ball in. She's got not a lot in the way of support. Competing for the ball there, and a bit of an effort. That one's gone wide. So still 1-0 here at Ives Estates Park. I think pretty much everyone here is happy about this weather. Lovely sunny day. I would love a massive cloud here because I can't really see anything that I'm doing. But thank you for joining us on this stream on 11 Sports. You can find all the FC Surge games on 11 Sports. Bring them to you every season as that ball comes in and high up in the air. Still a little bit of work to do for Surge here. And Christine Kint always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Goes back to Brady. Kint again on the ball. Brady downfield to Medina. Medina inside to Gratz. Gratz loops it up looking for Silva. Silva takes one touch. I think she was trying to sort of play it over the head of the defender and play herself into goal. Didn't quite come off. Silva on the ball again. Moving sideways, this is Brady. Brady to Leon. Leon goes back to the keeper. This is good confident play by Surge at the back. Midfield general, Christine Kint on the ball. Uses Brady. Brady looking for Gratz, and I think she wanted Gratz to attack that, even though it might not have been the exact pass that Brady had intended. Perry now aiming for Roberts, but not getting there. And good hands by the keeper. Bowls it back out to Alana Brady. One of my favourite things about Alana Brady is no messing with the cleats. I know that the neon cleats and that are very popular, but Brady rocks the old school Adidas Copas, and I like that. It's throwback boots. Well, Cape Coral have done okay so far. They've had some good possession. You know, they let the opponents in for the goal, but one goal at this stage of the game is not the be-all end-all. As Haran drifts past one, sends it in early, and I think we're going to come back. Yes, it's a offside there, and that will be a free kick for the home team, FC Surge. And I believe, and I can well understand, that this is the drinks break, because it is hot as anything out here today, and FC Surge have certainly earned a little sip of the old H2O, and it's a chance for Cape Coral to get some instructions from the coach and see how maybe they can get themselves back into this game. Some well-earned hydration into the bodies here, and the second part of the first half coming right up. Restart with a throw-in. I wonder what the instructions would have been by the and that's a robust challenge. The referee says play on Roberts. Number 20 has two players to try and negotiate. That's Miller Ersek. Yeah, I was just wondering what the team talk. I mean, a minute you can still get some decent instructions across to your team, and I wonder what the Cape Coral Cyclones coach would have said, because you know it might be one where, okay, you're a goal down, but let's stick to our game plan. There's not a lot that's going wrong. We've let one in, but other than that, there's a lot of positives so far for the visiting team. So I think it would have been maybe tweaks rather than any massive changes. You find sometimes after the drinks break, it does sometimes take just a couple of minutes to get back into like the fluency of the game. No problems for Silva. She probably dreams about football. And looking for her there with the pass was the number 16 for FC Surge. That is Miriam Schomstein, and I think we've probably had some substitutions during that break. I think Coach Ramiro has gone to his bench, maybe to give some players a little bit of experience here, because Medina is now over on the right-hand side, looking to get on that ball. To move downfield. Cyclones trying to spin up to speed here. Here's Haran. She's been so lively so far in this first half, trying to slip that ball through. Nice idea, doesn't come off. Trying to launch the counter attack with Roberts there. Can't reach her. Coming downfield, Ersek. That's a lovely through ball by Ersek. This is Medina. Medina bearing down on goal. Sarah Medina. She cannot find the target. And may have been a touch from the defender there. The defender did well, not only to spot the run, but also to keep up with her. And that's going to be, well, if it's a corner kick, then definitely the defender got something on that. Sharon Silva will trot over to go and take it. No, good D. I mean, to let in a second that quickly after the ball break, that would have been a bit of a hammer blow. So good work by the Cyclones. But it's still advantage Surge here. Alejandra Silva retrieves the ball. Surge not risking too much here. Still 3 players back, marking 1. The ball comes in. A couple of players go up for it again. The ball is loose. Hacked clear by the Cyclones. And again. Work by the centre forward with the visitors. Winning possession. And Now she's got some support from her teammates too. Ball over the top. And that was good by Elia Morgan. And there's Morgan again who's going to take this throw. Takes deflection. Decent from the Cyclones, but again, being cautious. Perry deals with that well. About 30 minutes gone here at Ives Estates Park, the Orange Ball Field. Very kind visit from the manager of this team, Marge Perry, who's just given me a water bottle, which will be my hydration break at half time. And they do such a good job, the people behind the scenes here at FC Surge, to keep this team running. And if you've been following the team, you'll know this is an unusual location. We are moving around Dade County. This place is a really nice place to watch the game, but it is a little exposed, and that water is very much appreciated all the way back to the goalkeeper here. And Armesto goes downfield. He finds Medina. Medina brings it inside for Ersteg. That's a lovely smart turn. Medina, can she get there first? She can get there first, but that's good goalkeeping by Adamush. Just gave us something to think about. That's all it needed. Adamush's got a massive kick on her. She should try out to be a punter in the NFL. It's gone all the way downfield. Little messy in midfield here by both teams, but it's the Cyclones who come out with the ball. That's good play. And there's plenty of room down here on the right hand side if they can keep it in. They can't keep it in. Just not getting the, I'll say the rub of the green, but rather the rub of the field here, the Cyclones. Just missing that little bit of luck that might get them in the final third. Roberts, the goal scorer, and she's hauled over by the number 20. It's Morgan. And Perry to Silva. Silva back to the defence. Lana Brady looking for Roberts. All up in the air. Chance here for Ersteg if she can bring it under control. And they can't. Another let off there for the Cyclones a little bit. That's a nice pass. Didn't get a great first touch on it, which is a shame, but it's still Cyclones' ball. Scooped over the top. Haran is in here. Haran lifts it over. The bar, that was so close. And great move by the Cyclones, and that's what they're capable of. They've been threatening to do that all game so far. And it would have been a nice goal if they could have finished that one off. There's been some really good play out there so far. It's been an entertaining game. I've been quite enjoying it. As we approach half time, about 10 minutes away. A couple of changes. I think it's Kin and Silva going off. We'll see who's going to be coming on here. And smart move by the coach. Maybe give those two key players a little bit of an extra breather before the second half starts. They're applying a bit of pressure, but they just pass around to the Cyclones. They love that 1-2 move as well, the Cyclones do. And it's worked out quite well for them so far, but they're in no rush. Looking to go long here. Sent long forward by the 21 from defence. 21 not on my roster either, apologies for that one. Just being an out-of-date roster I'm working with here, so apologies if I'm missing any of the Cyclones players' name. I'll do my best with the ones that I do have here. Well, it's a goal for the Cyclones. And I was just checking the roster and I missed that one, but it's an equaliser. And they've made those changes, FC Surge, and it hasn't worked out for them. I am doing a lot of button pushing and got papers and stuff here as a one-man band, so apologies for not calling that goal out completely, but yeah, they're back in the game now, back to where we started. And I think it's probably a fair reflection of the game that we're tied up again. And I think it's going to set up a really interesting second half for us. Surge looking to make an instant reply here, but no way through the centre. Good touch from the centre forward. There's quite a few bodies in the area. The ball comes across high, and there was a player coming in at the far post, just a little bit too high, missed a header. And I think we have possibly a last change of the half here for the Cyclones. Going off, I think. Is it the number? Is it the 12 or 15? I think it might be Ragazzone just going off. Throw into Surge. Surge on the ball in their own half. Looking to run it out. Roberts on the ball. Dispossessed. Haran now for the Cyclones. She can't find a teammate. Some good pressure by the Cyclones, and it's cleared by Surge downfield. And we are back with the camera. Thank you for your patience if you're watching on the stream. You didn't miss any key action. As we get towards half time here, it is still, you've missed no goals, that's the most important thing. It's still FC Surge 1, Cyclones 1, but is that about to change as the ball comes to Roberts? Roberts comes infield, and losing out there is Naya Rampat, but she's going to get a free kick. Well, actually, it's Roberts that gets a free kick. And, shout out, well done to my camera operator for fixing that one nice and quickly. so we could get back to the action. It's a little bit like bare knuckle streaming this. We don't even have any power or anything like that. It's off my hotspot and everything. And the hotspot here is this free kick. Perry with a nice delivery. A little bit too high, maybe a header, but Adamush is in right place, right time. Good positioning by the goalkeeper. And actually, I think it was offside anyway. Now a goal for either team at this stage of the first half would be very interesting. More of that nice interplay by the Cyclones. Plenty of work to do here. Goes from distance and it hits the crossbar. And this is a late flurry by the Cyclones. Another cross comes in. Another shot, and that one spoons wide. Well, the woodwork taking a hammering here at Orange Ball Field at Ibs Estates Park. And FC Surge saved by the frame of the goal. Coming forward is Perry. Perry to Urseg. Urseg uses his strength well and turns. Great play by the number 20 for Surge. Weaves and comes inside and shoots from distance. Looking to bend that one in the far post. And just caught the outside of the boot. Not the contact she wanted. A couple of comments from Sarah Medina there to a teammate. I think this sets up a really interesting second half. It's a good Sunday afternoon's entertainment, this. And of course, since this is league play, we can both walk out of here with 1 point each. Unless someone can find a winner. Rampat wins that ball. Perry coming forward again. She sends it out to Roberts. Roberts trying to use some trickery to make some room. Roberts still has possession. She has April Perry close by, but goes inside. And Adamush is down well there to smother that one. And the referee blows here for the end of the first half. Entertaining first half here between FC Surge and Cape Coral Cyclones. And at the half we go in tied up at 1-1. back underway here. Thank you for joining us for the second half of this WPSL encounter in the Sunshine Conference Coconut Division. Brand new for this year, the Coconut Division. I think it's the Coconut and Palmetto divisions. We're in the Coconut Division here. The teams, they don't play, there's no interdivisional play, but the standings are combined. I think that's correct. So this will be a chance for one of these teams to put some points on the board today, or share them if we remain as we are at 1-1. Coming forward here is Christine Kinn, drifts through defence. Christine Kinn finishes beautifully. What a goal by Christine Kinn, and it's 2-1 to FC Surge. Well, that is what Christine Kinn is capable of. Did it all single-handedly, or single-footedly, I should say, but just wandered through the Cyclones' defence, and that is the quality of the player. The finish, calm as you like, ice running through her veins. And it's 2-1, the perfect way for Surge to start this second half. We were talking league tables before. As a shot comes in from distance here, that one flashes wide. So this is a chance for Surge to get their season up and running after that disappointing first game. Well, it's game on here at the Orange Ball Field at Ives Estates Park. And the momentum shifts back now to FC Surge. Here's the goal scorer, Christine Kinn. Moves it over to Alana Brady. Brady to Roberts. Oh, and it's another goal! They're flying in now for Surge. And Chrissy Gratz takes the congratulations. And it's all going horribly wrong for Cape Coral Cyclones here at the start of the second half. But the FC Surge fans enjoying this one. 3-1 now to the home team. Beg your pardon, it was actually that lady, Sarah Medina, with the goal, and a lovely little shimmy around the goalkeeper, and another nice, cool finish. Wonder what the secret is for FC Surge. Some sort of meditation training? I'll try and find that out for you for the next game. Well, Cape Coral Cyclones need to get themselves back into things here, and that ball comes deep into the area. Not a bad chance. It needed someone following it in, and maybe a bit of a better cross, but the Cyclones won't give up on this one. Not that sort of team. And after matching their opponents in the first half, they've got some work to do here. Throw in by Surge, but it's Cyclones' ball. Great move by the number 15 for the Cyclones. That is Ragazzone. They're flying now, FC Surge. This is the confidence is returning to their play, and the referee says that that is a Cyclones free kick. I think Leon is the player penalised, Catherine Leon. It's a long way out, this free kick, so this is there's 3 players over the ball having a little committee meeting about what's going to happen next. 4 players, sorry. It's a difficult one to go for goal because this the wind that you can surely hear is sort of blustery and comes and goes and the direction changes, and it does look like she might be thinking about it. She clips it into the area, and a difficult one for the goalkeeper, but she just watches that one wide in the end. Bounced in front of her. That can catch a goalkeeper in 2 minds. It's always one of my favourite things about the sport, how quickly the games can sometimes change. And that was a perfect example, really. Nice, strong header in midfield by the Cyclones. Medina on the ball. Cyclones try and work it through down the left-hand side. Can't get through. And that'll be a foul. Both players are staying down there. Involved is the 25 for the Cyclones. And this doesn't look great. And in the end, Nicole Baldacini gets back to her feet. She's had a good game so far, Baldacini. 2 Baldacinis in this team. Number 5, Nicole Baldacini, and number 15, Sol Baldacini. And here she is again. She seems to be moving okay, which is good. But she gives away a free kick and she's not happy with the referee's decision. As on WPSL streaming bingo, we have the train going past. It moves up between all the way up to West Palm Beach. So you get on the tri-rail, you never know. When you're passing Irish States Park, you might see a soccer game going on. Sent into the area by the Cyclones. Plenty of blue jerseys around there. And Medina removes the danger, but there's no one downfield for FC Surge. And that's an easy one for the player at the back to mop up for the Cyclones. Straight down the middle of the park. Aran dishes it off, making the run. She wants the ball back. This is Aran for the Cyclones. Aran! Oh, just misses. She had a similar chance in the first half. And that clock is ticking now. Just about 10 minutes gone in this first half, I think. Long way back to the win for the Cyclones, for sure. But you know, 2 goals in a half an hour or so is easily possible. Maybe try and get out of Dodge with the point. Silva goes across and takes charge, and wins a throw-in. Silva on the ball, streaming forward, has to cut in field, finds Christine Kin. Kin forced a little bit backwards there. other Baldacini. Sol Baldacini moves it on over to the left-hand side. This is Roberts. Trying to get Christy Gratz on the ball. That one goes behind. Looks like a corner kick to FC Surge, this. Shama Silva is the one going over to take it. She actually scored direct from a corner in the last game. She's going to try and repeat that. The Olympico, I believe it's called. But couldn't pull it off 2 games in a row. I suppose there's still time for her. And a triple change, I think, coming up for Cape Coral. Substitutes on the field, and I wonder if that's just a change for tired legs, or maybe it's a tactical reshuffle by the Cape Coral's coach, maybe to try to get back into this game. Throwing down the line. Trying to play with number 19 in for the Cyclones. She's Malaya Melancon. Well, this is a really good response by Surge after their beating by Prime last week. The games come thick and fast for FC Surge. They have another game on Wednesday. And I believe that one, I do have the programme with me. I don't want to mess up my the win. Should not have done that. I think it might be against the Dutch Lions, I'm not sure. But there is another game for FC Surge on Wednesday. And that one I think will be a 7:30 kickoff. We'll be having a stream for that one as well. Quite a good header, that sending it out wide. This is good from the Cyclones. Not quite sure that was the right cross in a situation where we call for a maybe take a touch and wait for players to arrive in the area before sending that one in. But they have had a few adventures in the final third here, the Cyclones, but still as yet no more goals. Bit of room in midfield for them here. That's a nice move. And just hoofed nonchalantly downfield by April Perry. Again, good positioning in the right place at the right time. Silva turns away from the pressure and finds Christine Kint. Kint over to Baldacini. Baldacini with some room down the right to move. Looking for the cross. Medina back to Kint. Kint sends it over. Gratz! And that is trademark Christy Gratz, and the 4th goal of the game for FC Surge. And a wonderful bit of play to set it up. And it's FC Surge 4, Cape Coral 1. They're striding away here at Orange Bowl Field. Well, right on the hour mark It's 4 goals for FC Surge, and the minute that went into it was a beautiful cross. I think again it was by Christine Kint, who's really running the show here now. Sends it out to Roberts, but it was an inviting cross, wasn't it, for the number 9 for FC Surge, Chrissy Gratz, and she's not going to miss a header like that from there, completely unmarked, and there was nothing Adamush could have done. So it looks like Surge changed goalkeepers at half-time, and now on field is Heidi Schultz. Here comes Roberts again. Really lively play from Roberts today, and she's looking to add a second goal to her tally. Not that time, it goes into the defender, but it is another corner kick. Goal scorers in this game for Surge so far have been Jaden Roberts, Christine Kint, Sarah Medina and Chrissy Gratz. So all 4 goals coming from different places, which is encouraging. And the goal scorer, Chrissy Gratz, will take this one. Quite a few players back for the Cyclones. Ball comes in. Actually, it's a Surge player on their head, but I don't think they knew much about it. And that one comes to nothing. And that one is going to be a free kick. Christine Kint just brought down there. There's a lot of work to do for the Cyclones player. Plenty of players around her. Perry will get us back underway. Kint playing with such confidence now, and looking for Medina, and she'll want that one back. Not the greatest pass in the world, but I think with the goal and an assist to your name, probably won't care about that one. In the key moments, she's got it right, and that's what matters. You wonder now what's going to go on inside the heads of the Cape Coral players here. And they were really mixing it quite well in the first half, but it's just not happened for them so far in the second half, as Medina is forced onto the right-hand side, sends a nice ball in. That would have been amazing. I think it was, yeah, it was Shama Silva who was trying to get on the end of that one with a bit of flair. They're firing on all cylinders now here, definitely FC Surge. Downfield, and I think we're going to get a change for the Cyclones here, just a single change. Back underway with a throw. I'm just seeing a couple of young FC Surge fans who are checking out the game on their smart TV with the 11 Sports app. Can I give them a shout out? What's the names? Evan and Jonah. Thank you for supporting FC Surge, Evan and Jonah. Happy to bring the game to you. I hope you're going crazy when the goals go in. Try and get a little chant of "Let's go Surge" going in your living room while you're watching the game. Another corner kick. It's proving difficult for the Cyclones to get out of their half. 2 players go down, and the referee, hard stopping moment there for the Cyclones fans, but the referee gives the free kick the other way. this midfield trio for Surge of Kint, Sol Baldacini and Shama Silva looks to be gelling together quite nicely. Usually you'd find Pau Quintero in there, but unfortunately I cannot do my trademark Quintero this season because she's actually playing top division women's soccer in Colombia. So it's great to see some of the players moving on and getting a chance over there, and I think ex-Surge player Aleja Sanchez is out there too. But sadly that means they're not playing for Surge no more, and you know, that especially Quintero, she was playing here last season, and you lose a player like that in midfield, it's difficult to replace. And they look to have found in Sol Baldacini someone who can take on the holding role and let the wandering genius Shama Silva and the dynamic Christine Kint do what they do best. Here is Kint again. Turns away from the pressure, and it will go over to Roberts. Roberts into the area, can't find a teammate. Silva, I think she badly wants a goal. She goes down, no penalty. And Shama Silva is the sort of player who'll be not fuming, but annoyed that 4 of her teammates are on the score sheet and she isn't. And then she'll be doing anything to get the 5th goal here for FC Surge. The other Baldacini, Nicole Baldacini, now coming forward, out to Medina, and a header from distance by Chrissy Graz. Well, I've been following FC Surge for a few seasons now, and you love to see it when they're like this, just slick play, reading each other's minds, and we can I think finally stop talking about that result last week now, because it's been put to bed here in Miami as we go into the drinks break for the second half. So this will be about a minute to get some hydration on board. So if you're sitting watching at home, it's a chance to fill your drinks, take a breather. And I don't know what the answer is here for the Cyclones, but if they're going to get anything out of this game, they need to come flying out of this drinks break. As someone goes past in a NASCAR or something, we're going to start the game again. So drinks break over. story of the game so far is Surge took an early lead, got pegged back 1-1 in the first half, and then a couple of confidently taken goals at the start of the second half, and then another one from Chrissy Gratz has us at 4-1 to FC Surge against the Cape Coral Cyclones here at Orange Bowl Field at Ives Estates Park. And it's, I think the only thing, if Surge do go on and win this game, that's going to make the people around here happy is if we get a Surge and Miami Heat double header of wins here today in Dade County. And a game happening a little bit later on, so there'll be a chance for these ladies to have a little recovery session once the ice bath is done, get the pizza and beers out, and toast a good performance while watching the Heat basketball tonight. But you never know, soccer writes its own scripts, and the curse of the commentator could strike and this could end up being 4-4, we never know. Kin out to Medina. Medina with a smart pass looking for Urseg, doesn't quite get there. Sorry, that was Shama Silva. I'm thinking maybe they sneaked some substitutions on. This is better from the Cyclones. Half a chance here. Brady steps out and takes control of matters and says, I'm Alana Brady and not on my shift. And that's a foul. The easiest decision the referee will make all day. Shama Silva hacked down. And I think it's actually Silva who's going off. And that's going to be extra disappointment for Shama Silva now because she hasn't got a goal. And she's very disappointed last season, very rare that she didn't actually get a goal for FC Surge. She does have one for this season already. But I think she would have fancied getting on the score sheet here. So today the ball is flicked on. Urseg is lurking, but the keeper is there. But the Cyclones flicked on header. Perry doesn't really, and the ball comes through here. Here's a chance, and down very well. And at the second time of asking, really good goalkeeping by Heidi Schultz. Brave goalkeeping. Big kick by Schultz as well, looking for Medina. Medina can't bring it under control. It looks like it is, there have been some changes here. It looks like Shomstein, the number 16, has come on from where, take over where Sol Baldacini was at the base of the Surge midfield. Here come the Cyclones again though, into the area. And quite a lot on that shot, but it goes too wide, looking for that top corner. Looks fantastic if you get it right, but that one misses. Looking to bend it into the upper 90. Ball finds its way downfield. They're going to have to go back to the keeper here, the Cyclones. A sensible play by the Whites. Looking to solve that problem quite well. Moving into midfield. They've got a little bit of space here, the Cyclones. Ball clipped in, Perry is there. The line's cleared by the number 2, Ariana Gonzalez. A chance for Gonzalez to show what she can do at right back. Like a defensive change here. So we get back underway with the throw in. Wind ramps up again. It's a shame we don't, we don't collect stats at this level. But there's been some really good passing here, and it'd be interesting to see like the passing accuracy. It really feels like Surge have been on it today. I mean, for sure there've been some unfortunate misplaced passes, but in general, it's been a really good job today. Christine Kint goes wide for Medina. Medina looking to stretch her legs, maybe. You know, she's got a check inside, sends the ball across. I think it was Urseg who was it at the back post, looking to get that 5th goal for FC Surge. And that will be Medina's last involvement in the game for a while. She might get back on later on, of course. And I think it might be Rampat coming on. Maybe that was a double change. And the Cyclones making a change as well. They are getting into that part of the game. I won't say it's do or die because there's quite a disparity in the scoreline, but certainly if you're thinking about a change, now it's a pretty good time to do it. This is better from the Cyclones. They got a few players forward here. Sticking to the task well there, the FC Surge midfield. I think it's going to come straight back at them though. And in fact the substitution was, I think it might have been Roberts coming on actually. Unless she's swapped and someone's gone on to the other wing. We'll figure that one out later. Cyclone trying to go around the outside of Brady, and they do. Sent into the area, but the cross isn't a good one. As it took a deflection, it's going to be a corner. It is going to be a corner kick. But quite a flat kind of viewing angle here, so sometimes it's difficult to see those balls when they go out. Who's taking the last touch? Guessing about 10 minutes maybe left in this game. I don't think the referee's not in the... I think the referee wants to get home to watch the Heat game because he blew up the end of the first half pretty quickly as well. As the Cyclones from distance. And that one was swerving all over the place, and with this wind and everything, another difficult one for Schultz to track through the air, but she did well. Kint trying to play in Roberts there, that one doesn't come off. Chance for the Cyclones to launch an attack. And that's one to chase on the edge of the area. And it's Haran on the ball. And some panicky defence here by Surge. They do get away with it, but it is going to be a free kick for a high boot maybe. That was half a chance for Haran. It's an interesting position, this free kick. Especially with the added, uncertainty, the chaos factor of the wind. The goalkeeper is setting the wall. Quite a few people in that wall. I think they are going to go for it. Direct from the free kick. Short run up. Well, draw your own conclusions. But certainly not the connection they would have wanted on that free kick. And as this game slips away from the Cyclones, probably really just looking for a consolation goal now. Kint controls that one well. Ariana Gonzalez loses out possession. Kint is back there covering for her, and she says she got the ball. Referee says don't care too much of the shoulder, and that's going to be a free kick. At 20 is Morgan, I think, who will take this free kick. There's a couple of Morgans on this team. Is there? No, just the one. Morgan sends it in. Quite a threatening ball, that. And Serge did have to deal with it, and I think that Cyclones have got a corner out of it. It was the impressive Haran who was sniffing around that one. Half a chance. There is a short option, but I think they're choosing not to use that. The ball comes in, not a great corner, but hooked back into the area. And here's a chance. No, it's going to be offside. Thank you for joining us for this stream today on 11 Sports. If you're watching on your phone, a little reminder that 11 Sports does have the smart TV app as well. And flip side of that is if you're watching on TV, never forget, if you're out and about, you can always check out the games on the official 11 Sports app on your Android device or iPhone. Through to Urseg. Mila Urseg can't quite bring that one under control. Gratz is there. Big ball forwards. Oh, is this a chance for the Cyclones? Is it? No, it's well handled by Schultz. I think if you offered the Cyclones a time machine to go back 45 minutes, they would happily take it. They've had a chance or two in the second half, but haven't really hit the heights of the first half. This unusual ball goes all the way back to Adamush. Nice passing there by the Cyclones, that's lovely. And number 2 is in down the left-hand side here, looking to get on the outside of Gonzalez. Gonzalez stands up to that well. I think it's going to do Gonzalez a world of good to have an experienced player like April Perry's playing alongside her. Well, we're nearly at time here. I always like to unofficially try to pick an MVP for the game, and it's a pretty tough one this, but I think today I'm probably going to have to give it to Christine Kint. She's really had an impressive performance today, and everything she's done really well, and of course weighing in with a goal and an assist. It's hard to look past team's contribution today, and there'll be others in the conversation for sure. Especially the defence as a unit has done well today. Sure, they've let one goal in, but it's just been the one, and it's been a solid performance in this second half to keep the Cyclones at bay. But is this a chance for the Cyclones here to maybe cut the deficit by one at least into the area? They can't get a shot on target. The last try rail of the day, that one going back up north. So, a bit of a train nerd in my youth. Some classic football stadiums around the world have like train tracks running close to them or through them, and there's one famous one that does the rounds every now and again on social media, which I think is an Argentinian team, and a steamy train pulls right up down the touchline. Maybe I'll dig that one out and we can play it at half-time in the next game. But the only freight train here at the moment is FC Surge. Can Jaden Roberts get a second? She'd certainly be in a conversation for MVP if she could find a second goal, but just runs out of time, runs out of room, and that's going to be a throw. But yeah, been creditable performances all over the field for Surge. Again, a reminder, we were back in action on Wednesday. Should be a good game. Those Wednesday evening underneath the floodlight games here in Florida are always an atmospheric occasion. Surge in no real hurry to take this corner. Sent in another big corner, looking for Urseg at the back. Urseg tries a little flick, doesn't come off, gives the ball away. On the field now as well as number 19, Alexandria DeVito. A few minutes for her at the end of this game. Nice block tackle there by Perry. That's a foul. That's a foul all day long. I think again, at this point in the game, this stage of the game, there's not much point in giving a card there, and I've seen them given for that on the day though. Perry on the ball again. Says, I'm going to punish you with an assist here. Can't find the cross. And that one's out again. And one more corner kick for us here at least. There can't be long left to play. Oh, wasn't a corner. That never materialised. I think the referee does finally get a card out here. Well, there was me saying, well, probably not a lot of point giving you a card at this stage of the game, and then 30 seconds later he goes and proves that it's never too late to give out a card. What do I know? But that's why he's a referee and I'm not, because you've got to be completely impartial for the whole game. I can't be impartial at a soccer game. It's not in my nature. I always have to cheer for one of the teams. I don't know how the refs do it, but shout out to the refs and their assistants all over South Florida. A lot of soccer happens down here. Can't have soccer without any refs. I think it'd be quite an enjoyable game to ref this one for the referees. Hasn't been too much silly stuff. Been some good goals. Been a lovely afternoon for it. And well, surely if the other one was a card, this one's going to be a card as well. A kung fu move there on Urseg, I think. ref's happy to get back underway with a free kick. Long ball forward, looking for Roberts. And it's in the back of the net. Well, that's the icing on the cake. A free goal. I think it's the second goal of the game for Christy Gratz. Well, it's too late to be MVP, Christy, sorry. I've already given it to Christine Kint. But it is the hammer blow here for FC Surge. Back to winning ways at last. And that is it here at Ives Estates Park. It's a convincing win to FC Surge, and commiserations to our visitors from Cape Coral. Have a safe trip back home, and yeah, keep your eyes tuned on 11 Sports, and we'll be back with more FC Surge soccer on Wednesday.